Zombie Nation.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and you get a look inside a hot and humid Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd and 10.
18, 5, here we go. Back row 80.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Panther 60. Panther ready.
On 1st down, it's Cooper. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Red on red. Soko, so hot. Silver.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, I can Tina, Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia.
Hey. Here we go.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 1st downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right 3rd and 2.
Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Noel.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Mustang 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Jaguars' 29-yard line.
7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Let's go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Go. Cougar 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Down inside the 10.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On the jump. Drag him 60. 18 card.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nifty move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hey, I'm going.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be Results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here we go. Here, 18, 5 in. Cougar 19.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
On the jump. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, come on. Hit. Buffalo.
And the tight end goes in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
On the ready. Let's go now. AC caught.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ready. Warriors. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Go street. Left on.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Ron.
Now Lawrence. Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in, but he's symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Go. Hey, Ginger, attack. 30 left.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 34-yard line.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, kill. 30 left.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group is not playing well at all here in the first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Taking it about the 16. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, got 50, got 60.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
24.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Texans.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
70 Hawks, 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Completed to Hyatt.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at
11,
the 26-yard line.
On red. Son, it's hot.
Now Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
So Lawrence now going to move him around.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Son, sink right. 11. Red.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hey, run. Here we go.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24.
Texans 31. Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. 76, Panther 11.
They'll set up to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
They'll set up a throw.
It's taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Ready? 60 by 6. Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
70, 70. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19.
They'll look to throw. And guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener, and not only were they determined and not let the same thing happen here. They knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game one. They took care of business with it in game two.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Think right.
Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go, let's go. Silver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Okay, break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go. Start.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hot 79 Bronx, Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 17.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Norton.
Nice offense on 3rd down today. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Sir, 11. 13, Lou.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
23. Son. Hey, kill. Go.
On play action, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Gun. Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, go.
ETN is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Easy.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
One more time with ETN.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. That keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.